If you love Dances with Wolves and Top Gun, then you won't want to miss Ernest Gets Breast Implants. Critics agree this may be the feel-good movie of the year. Distributed by Out of the Rain Pictures.
Silicone cells.
Also, coming soon from Out of the Rain's Jungle Defoliant division, it's The Next One, the long-awaited sequel to the last one, featuring all your favorite characters, the dumb Indian guy, the smart Indian guy, the dumb Indian guy's wife, plus All Good White Bread and Flippy the Ocean Dog. Available now wherever fine crap is sold. Our Penguin of Mercy hospital is like no other hospital you've ever encountered. The cadavers may be stacking up, but so are the laughs in our new comedy, Malpractice Makes Perfect. Follow the crazy antics of a bunch of zany, wacky, lovable, rip-roaring, side-splitting, harebrained, severely handicapped doctors and nurses as they stumble through their rounds. The prescription is 100% fun with this brand new series from the creators of The Thirsty Urologist.
Love it.
New from Out of the Rain, it's the Club the Baby Seal action playset. Hours of fun for kids and adults alike. Some assembly required. Batteries not included. The Out of the Rain press is apathetic to announce the arrival of The Big Book of Flesh Wounds. No coffee table is complete without this handsome gauze-bound edition featuring hundreds of actual photographs that you won't want to see.
Comment.
I think my head is shrinking.
No one is sure how the American Indian first came to these shores, but most certainly he rejoiced when he saw how plentiful this great land was. By the time the Europeans had learned to stop eating their own dung, the Indian nation was great and powerful, with many, many tribes. Let's see, there were the Roulettes, the Blackjacks, the Slurpees, and some others. Not too much is known about early Indian history, but most anthropologists agree that their penises were much larger in those days. The great roulette chief, Laughing Counterhelp, was said to have killed over 200 bison alone with his dick. His dick! It was the same roulette tribe who first met the pilgrims in 1953 on what is now New Poland.
Hey, please not to be drooling on the rock.
Hey, look, Native Americans. Howdy. Name's John Alden. Insurance is my game. You folks need any extra coverage?
John Alden, leave him alone. We just got here, and we've got... Oh, dear Lord, would you look what's hanging down below his loincloth?
You might just want to take out a separate policy on that thing.
Let me talk to him, John. Hey, Gandhi, you wouldn't be interested in getting rid of some of this here land, would you? I can offer you a good deal.
Well, what sort of deal are we talking about?
Well, let's see. You let us build a town here, and we'll give you a bucket of fried chicken and some pieces of yarn to play with.
Oh, yes, that would be fine. Thank you. Come again.
So I look over at him, then I look over at the bitch who's lying next to him, and they's both full of bullet holes, and I just starts laughing my ass off. And then the chief, he come over and says, "What you laughing at?" And I says, "I shots the wrong people. I thought that bouquet of flowers she was carrying was an automatic weapon."
No shit. Was the chief mad?
Hell no. Chief start laughing his black ass off too. Seems that I killed his in-laws.
1 Adam West, 211 in progress, corner of hemorrhoid and goiter. Suspect is considered armed and dangerous. Handle code 2.
Roger, 1 Adam West, responding.
What's a 211?
Armed robbery in progress. Let's roll.
It doesn't happen too often, but we do occasionally get a call where the criminal is armed, and, well, it's not very pleasant. Now, my personal philosophy is that anyone out there running around with a gun is probably nuts. Thank God we got the training to deal with these calls. What we usually do is pretend that we couldn't find a street. We just drive around for a while and give the criminal a chance to leave on his own, in peace.
We could stop at the donut hole to kill a few minutes.
Good thinking. I like a partner who keeps his cool and uses his head. It's a good way to stay alive with this job.
Ow!
Holy
I
shit.
just shot myself in the leg.
That's not going to work at all, Copernicus.
Why not?
Well, didn't we have Van Buren already lose his gun when he was doing the drug thing with the kids in the school?
But we didn't write that skit yet.
Yes, we did. It's over on side 1 somewhere.
No, we didn't. Remember, we used the bit about the new religion dealership instead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, where were we then?
You little bastards think that getting high is cool. But I'll tell you, For every one of you little fuckers that experiments with drugs today, it's just one more punk that we're gonna have to gun down later.
We killed 4 high school students on the way over here. We think that they was high on something.
That concludes the scare program for today. What we'd like you kids to do is come up here, one at a time, and give us the name of anyone you think may be using drugs. It could be your sister, your parents, your priest, anyone.
And if you do give us a name, I'll let you play with my gun.
That doesn't work either, Cousteau.
Now what's your problem?
Well, why is he in school doing the scare program when he just shot himself in the leg?
I don't know, maybe he's bleeding all over the place.
Not very likely.
Well, who cares? Who's going to even remember that the cop shot himself?
Anyone who listens to this is going to remember.
Anyone who would listen to this has got to be fucking stupid. You think that they're going to remember what happened 5 minutes ago?
Well, we'll see.
I stand before you today, the National Coalition of Gays and Lesbians, because I want you to know that if elected, you will have a true friend in the White House. Now, a little while ago, I was talking to your chairman, Dick Tightbutt. He's a good man for a faggot. He cried on my shoulder and he said, all good, it is almost impossible for a gay man to make it in America today. We need a voice. We need a strong voice in Washington, D.C. I will be that voice. Hell, I'll even be the throat to swallow all the injustice inflicted upon you.
See, he's not such a bad fellow. Well, he's gonna get my vote.
As the white settlers began moving westward across this big continent, they were greatly aided by the courteous, friendly Native Americans.
I'm as thirsty as a urologist in the morgue. Couldn't we pull over somewhere?
Hell, this is Apache territory. I doubt if we're going to find anything open this time of night.
Lair, look up ahead on the left.
I'll be damned. It's a Scalpum 24. And so history continued. The Great Father had prophesied that the white man would come, bringing pockets full of change. The Great Father also warned that the white man would eventually lose all the buffalo nickels. And so we were forced onto the reservations, and many of the old ways, such as brewing coffee and steaming hot dogs, was forgotten.
Excuse me, I'd like to buy 10 copies of the next one, please.
Sorry, we don't have it yet.
But I heard it advertised on the radio this morning.
Yeah, I know. We were supposed to have it last week, but now it's been pushed back to the 29th.
I've been waiting a long time for this album.
Yeah, you and a million other little pudwhackers. Tell you what, though, as long as you got $15.98 in your gooey little pocket, why don't you buy the new Desert Rain album?
Those guys are horrible. They look like they need baths all the time.
This is the life, isn't it, boys?
Sure is. I love these big tubs.
Hey, Howard, pass me that bar of soap here, would you?
Just as soon as I'm done washing me with it.
Bit of filth from the old serpent, eh?
Not like I've looked or anything, but I don't think that's gonna come off.
Well, how would you know if it was there if you hadn't looked? Here's the bloody soap.
Thanks. It was that chick in the Howard Johnson. She tells me.
You didn't shag her, did you? She had a dick. Hey, Steve, you want to see a trick?
Okay.
Here, pull my finger.
Could somebody tell me what the hell the delay is? We promised the next one would be in stores by last week.
What is with those guys? They've been in the basement working on the next one forever.
Well, the next one is certainly taking much longer than the last one.
Oh, they're geniuses. Leave them alone.
Genius is my ass. Most of the better stuff they stole from old TV shows like Rowan and Cohen's Laugh-In and Saturday Night Lane.
I recognize a lot of that old material from Morty Python's Rolling Circus.
Oh, they're not horses. They're coconuts.
Okay, take a memo.
Behind schedule and not original? What the fuck?
Fuck them. They wouldn't know comedy if it bit them on the dick. Here, give me the pen.
Yabba dabba doo! I'd like to buy an argument.
No argument. Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger.
No!
Don't you want to haggle?
And for that, you must be mad.
Hey, boo-boo, watch me pull a rabbit out of my ass.
What's the matter, Davey?
Make it so, number one.
Beat me up!
Lovey, those swine will never get away with it.
Clink, you idiot!
Shouldn't have taken that left at Albuquerque.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Pork chops and applesauce.
Lucy!
Holy ocean dog, Batman.
Rang.
What you talking about, Willis? Wheezy, I'm home. Oh, listen to Meathead here.
Hey, Archie!
This is an ex-parrot!
Uppity. That's all, folks.
We are having some problems with our new face.
Well, what seems to be the trouble?
It doesn't seem to have the same zip that it once had.
I don't understand.
It has caused me to develop a questionable morality.
Last night I came home and she was riding a zucchini along the kitchen floor.
And you have been acting pretty immoral yourself.
Oh, shut up, you Welfarian dumpster slut. Quit whimpering. I will beat you like a sick cow.
Hold on there, big guy. You know, a new religion takes a while to get used to. Have you read the owner's Bible yet?
No, not yet. We have been drunk all the time.
Well, before we schedule you for service, let me ask you a few questions.
I will rub my clitoris while you do.
Fine. Now, have you had any other sort of spiritual problems?
What do you mean?
Speaking in tongues, your ancestors raising from the dead, that sort of thing.
Now that you mention it, there have been a lot of locusts in the house lately.
Have you been eating a lot of balsa wood?
No more than usual.
Well, there it is. You need to read the owner's Bible. If you're still having problems after that, then come see me. There's nothing wrong with your religion. Thank you. Come again.
Dr. Duck Butter, this is Dr. Kegbeer, the newest member of my department. Welcome to our Penguin of Massey Hospital.
Pleased to meet you.
He can't see your hand. He's blind as a bat. But he's our chief proctologist.
A blind proctologist? That's rather unusual. I don't believe I've heard of such a thing.
Well, he's a fine doctor. Remarkable sense of smell. You drove through Newark today, didn't you, Doctor?
Why, yes, I did.
See? As a matter of fact, everybody who works here at the Penguin has some major affliction or another. This is Dr. Wang, head of urology. He suffers from Down syndrome.
Shocking.
And right through here, this is our chief of gynecology, Dr. Stinkhole.
How do you do, Doctor? I'm Jarvis Kegbeer. Welcome to the Penguin. What is your specialty? Trauma wounds. Get many of those here? I'm not too sure what you mean. You know, head injuries, car accidents. Are you threatening me? My dog told me about you.
Dr. Stinkhole is clinically insane.
I see.
Dr. Newsbaum! Dr. Newsbaum! Old Mrs. Schwagpot swallowed her bedpan again.
Well, send the orderlies to clean up the mess.
Dr. Newsbaum, you know the orderlies are paraplegic.
Ha-ha, what a wacky hospital.
Malpractice makes perfect. Did they take the wrong thing out of you on purpose? Sue the doctors, you can sue the nurses. Malpractice makes perfect.
Next week on Malpractice Makes Perfect.
My jello tastes like placenta.
On September 14th, 1981, our greatest warrior, Chief Scratch Ticket, defeated the army of General Schwartz Custer at Fort Ryan, West Dakota. Many braves fell on that fateful day. For the next 50 years or so, we stayed drunk. And in 1921, aboard the Space Shuttle Hindenburg, it was discovered that...
This is stupid. Are they trying to flush this corporation down the toilet?
Any idiot knows that Indians just don't sell.
Look what happened to Disney.
I think I tied my shoelaces together.
And they've got the history all wrong. General Schwartz Custer kicked ass at the Battle of Pork Rind. Any second grader knows that.
Yes, I definitely tied my shoelaces together.
I hate Native Americans. I wish they were extinct like the bald eagle.
Market research does indicate that the eagle is not actually bald.
That's right, nor is it actually extinct.
Well, whatever. I don't care if they're all over the place and covered with hair. The material still stinks.
Houston, we have a problem.
Hi, this is All Good White Bread, and I'm running for president. I'm the whitest man in America. Look, here's a picture of me at an NCAA meeting. Don't I look whiter than ever standing in the middle of that crowd of darkies? Don't worry, though. You'll still be able to spot me when I'm living in the White House. If that ain't a good enough reason to vote for me, then you should just go back to Africa.
Paid for by the committee to elect All Good White Bread for president. He's just another homeboy.
I hope you fellas don't mind, but I volunteered us to do a charity benefit show.
What sort of benefit? Baby seals? Spotted camels?
No, it's a political fundraiser for some bloke who makes sandwiches or something.
What, All Good White Bread?
Yeah, that's him.
I don't follow politics, but I hear he's for recycling.
Smashing. I like bicycling too.
Jolly good.
Hello, East Jesus, New Jersey. We all desert brave.
I'm breaking my parole.
And moving out of state.
I'm sick of pissing in their cup.
It's hard to piss that straight.
I'm moving to Montana soon.
To sing my stupid song.
Blow up federal buildings
With my homemade uniform.
The FBI can't guess
What I'm gonna blow up next.
I never even look like.
They're bad composite skits.
I'm mixing my explosives.
And I sing this record song.
Blow up different buildings with my homemade uniform.
I bought a fake ID so I can rent a rider truck. I smell like anyone who's hauling silage.
You smell terrible.
I've only got to park it once before I blow it up. I'll be damned if I will pay the extra mileage.
Cheap bastard. Hey, this song sucks. Stupid. This is a stupid benefit. Why are we doing it?
I don't know, it's a stupid song.
Oh, we got him free beer. Well, I'm not going to help out anymore. I'm going to unplug my guitar and I'm just going to leave the stage.
Fuck this place.
If we're not getting paid for this piece of shit. Oh well. How much longer is this going to go on for?
Leading guitar solo.
He's been playing that fucking thing all day. Somebody unplug him. The carnage on TV.
Doesn't even make me sick.
The bloody seven limbs.
Only skipping's up my dick.
I'm starting to get famous.
As I sing this stupid song.
You'll hear a lot about me with my homemade uniform. You'll be hearing more about me with my homemade uniform.
Tonight, there will be no encore.
Meanwhile, back in old New Poland, where the white settlers had first stormed the beaches, relationships blossomed between the suave, well-endowed Native Americans and the godless Caucasian savages. Trading abounded between the two cultures. The white man, with his pathetic understanding of modern business, made him a lucrative target for the sophisticated Indian trader.
Hey, Tonto, I'm gonna need some blankets, a couple of pounds of cornmeal, 6 AA batteries, and, give me a scratch ticket.
And what do you have to trade today?
Let's see here. I got a couple of empty soda bottles and some, magic beans. Yeah, magic beans.
Okay, that will be fine. Thank you. Come again.
Ticket, bastard. Enter the world? You're in luck. They just added a second show. Now, as far as I know, there won't be any buses running afterwards. No good, huh? Let's see, we still got a few seats left for Llama Cigarette's Light Up for Life on Ice review. No, I've only got non-smoking. I do got floor seats for Dr. Do-A-Lot's Abused Animal Follies. That's a big seller. What else do I got? I got tickets. You know, speeding tickets, parking tickets, raffle tickets. Do you like politics? I still got a few pair left for all good white bread at the Leon Klinghoffer Center for Undersea Kosher Studies.
My fellow Jews, bonjour.
I think that's shalom, Dad.
Well, whatever. Listen, a lot of you Old Testament types think that all good white bread don't like the Jews. Well, let me tell you, this is just the sort of Zionist bullshit that you're going to hear from those Jew-loving liberals who run the country today. Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm drunk on Manischewitz today. I love Jews. I cried at the end of E.T.
But, Dad, E.T. was an alien, not a kite.
Well, whatever. Anyways, do you remember the Holocaust? I do. This is the bottom line from All Good White Bread. 1, I've never owned a crematorium. 2, none of the lampshades in my house come with tattoos. And 3, I do not cook with gas. Vote for me. Arrivederci.
I think the word is shalom.
Whatever.
The end of the world is coming! The end of the world is coming! The end of the world!
Jesus, is it my imagination or are there more nuts out than usual?
That's the 4th guy we seen like that today.
The last time I saw so much weirdness was when the Grateful Dead were in town. I remember people were camped out on the sidewalk weeks before the show. I made my quota off the homeless that week.
Do you think this show will bring in that many people?
Chief seems to think so. He's canceled all vacations. We'll all be on duty right through the weekend.
And if that ain't enough, we got that asshole All Good White Bread holding his million-man march right here in the city. Now, if that ain't a lot of ugly white people...
1 Adam West, 747 in progress, corner of St. Stephen and Darkstar, handle code 2.
What's a 747?
Big airliner with a decent safety record. Either that or a fat guy beating a dog with a pool cue. I forget which.
We better check it out.
Roger, 1 Adam West responding. Let's roll. We get a lot of these calls under normal conditions, but what with this end of the world thing coming up, it's been nuts. My precinct, the third, has responded to over 3 dozen 747s in the last 24-hour period. I guess we're all getting a little bit edgy.
Dildo, you asshole. You ate the last strawberry eclair.
So have a blueberry eclair instead, you fat fucking sorry-ass excuse for a cop. As soon as this thing's over, I'm gonna take a week off and head up into the mountains for a little fishing and recreational masturbation.
Everybody gather round. I've got some great news.
Well, that's some great news.
The quarterly figures are in.
The suspense is killing me.
Well, Gilligan, this is definitely a Russian space capsule.
This has been the best quarter ever. Among the top performers were the Uranus Religious subsidiary,
We've cornered the market on faith.
our Llama Tobacco division,
The children are smoking more than ever.
and finally our soon-to-be man in the White House, all good white bread.
He certainly captured the public's imagination.
He has some great ideas. I'm really starting to like his message.
I've heard that before.
The only real disappointment we had was the end of the world, which still hasn't sold out. Ideas?
We could run a special cross-promotion.
That's a fabulous idea. We can tie the show in with our cigarette division.
I like that. We could call it Light Up for Life at the End of the World.
How about getting Desert Rain to provide the entertainment?
Now you're thinking. Those guys really suck, but people do like them. And we could get All Good White Bread to host the whole thing.
These are fabulous ideas. I'm thinking of promoting you all to writers. Now, we've got a lot of work to do if we're going to be ready in time for the big show.
Hey, we've got a gig.
Great. Where?
The End of the World Bash.
Yeah, I saw that on television. It's going to be a big show.
Yeah, like Dungstock, only bigger.
What's it pay then?
You won't believe this. You're going to be really proud of me. I told them that we wouldn't do it for less than $15 million, and they agreed.
Boy, are they stupid. We're not worth that.
Bloody right. We're not even worth $1,500.
15 million, eh? When do we get paid?
Afterwards, right after the end.
What then? The end of the gig?
No, the end of the world. They've got to count the receipts, and then we become filthy fucking rich.
All right, here's the filthy rich.
Did you give him my list of demands?
You and your demands all the time.
Well, first of all, I want my own dressing room with a string quartet, and a cold salmon platter, and a book about flesh wounds. Something with a lot of pictures. And oh yeah, I want a midget, too.
Oh, dear God, Steve, what are you going to do with a midget?
I don't know yet.
Well, after we get paid, I'll buy you the ugliest midget in the state of Texas.
Well, if he's going to get a midget, then I want a dwarf.
Well, what brings you folks back here?
We are simply not satisfied with our faith. We demand a refund.
Do not make us call Ralph Nader.
We have some very powerful friends.
Slow down, folks. I thought you finally had your religion running smoothly. This doesn't have anything to do with the end of the world, does it?
We need a religion with an afterlife.
This cheap union-made faith that you sold us does not come equipped with an afterlife. My wife is very upset.
So that's what this is about. Look, you should have read the fine print. It's not my fault that you're stupid. There's nothing I can do.
Couldn't you give us our own religion back?
I'm sorry. What's done is done. Look, you folks seem like a nice couple. Here's a pair of tickets to the big show tomorrow. Tell you what I'm gonna do. It's been crazy around here all week since we are co-sponsor of the event. Why don't you come back after the end of the world and I can see what I'll do for you.
Tickets. Have your tickets ready. Can't get in without a ticket. Tickets. Tickets.
Let me see. Where is that dang thing?
Whoa, what's the holdup, pal?
I can't find my ticket. I had it a minute ago.
Well, just go on in. Tickets. Have your tickets ready. Hey, you can't bring that ocean dog in here.
But he has a ticket.
Okay, then move on. Tickets. Have your tickets ready. Tickets.
Wow, man. Look at all those people out there. I'm scared shitless.
Funny, I've got a bit of a chubby myself. Hey, Steve, you want to see a trick?
No, and don't stand so close to me.
Come on, just pull it. Just one time. Come on, pull it. I dare you.
No, get that malodorous thing away from me.
Stop picking on him, Doug. We've got a show to play.
Don't worry, Steve. It'll all be over in a few minutes.
Holy shit, Dildo. Will you look at all that young pussy out here?
Keep it in your pants, then, Bjorn. We're on duty today.
Yeah, I know. I can look, though, can't I?
One Adam West. Report your situation.
Roger, this is One Adam West. It's pretty quiet in our sector. Nothing but a lot of young beaver and stoned religious types. Over. How much time we got before this thing starts, anyway?
Just another couple of minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Out of the Rain, the company that brought you everything good since the last one, in association with Old Calcutta Mortuary Cream Stout and the Uranus Conclusion, America's last new car, is pleased to present the biggest show since the Big Bang, the end of the world. And now, without further ado, here's your celebrity host, All Good White Bread.
Where's my speech?
Oh, we never wrote it, Dad. You're gonna have to add lib.
Shit. Okay, here goes. Good people of the planet Earth, I stand before you a racist, a bigot, intolerant of all others with inferior religion. I hate gays. I hate long hairs. Well, it makes me damn proud to know that tonight you're all gonna die. God bless America and vote for me. And now, for your last entertainment, let me present a pseudo-surrealist, industrial, pretentious grunge rock folk pop band straight from Tanzania, Desert Fucking Rain.
This is bullshit. I want my money back.